Hey folks, they got something trending now called leaving Maga. Leaving Maga? What is that all about? Where y'all going? Where y'all headed to? So I can have heads up. Leaving Maga. Oh, because of what's going on? Okay, so when you were jumping up in this is to the red team, by the way. So folks on the blue team, you can kind of just listen in while I talk to these folks over here. Y'all can just listen in. If you want to chime in, you can chime in. But let me talk to these folks for a second. So when you guys was jumping in my comments saying that I was a clown, and jumping in my comments and saying I can go back to Africa, is that where you guys are headed? You guys heading over to Africa? Now you guys do know Africa's a continent now. Africa's got a lot of countries, and I'm pretty damn sure a lot of those countries are not going to let you all in. Okay? Do y'all understand that? So leaving Maga, so where are you guys going? Where are you going? You going to Mexico? Oh, okay. Well, the Mexicans, yeah, y'all that went on and voted for that guy, yeah, your brethren and sisterin down that way, they don't want y'all either. Nope. So, trending, hashtag leaving Maga. So let me get this straight. So this is not for all the useful idiots, not the ones that are in the lower rankings when it comes to education, not y'all that jumped in my comments, but for the ones that actually have a little education, that actually do know what's going on, the ones that actually do understand that they have white privilege. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. So because you voted for that guy, and you voted for what you thought was going to be more privilege for the rest of your days and for your children's and for your grandchildren's days, now that you see that that's not what's happening, that this is not about you, because you're not in that 1%. You're not in that billionaires club. You're not in that club, y'all. Leaving Maga. So, okay. So now that it is directly affecting you, and usually when we say it affects folks, where does it usually hit first? Yeah, the pocketbook. The pocketbook. And the reason I specifically said the pocketbook and not the wallet, because there's a whole group of y'all that I'm actually talking to also, specifically. Y'all are the ones that came up with the whole Zoom call after my sisters made the Zoom call. And we were like, come on board. Yeah, come on. The more the merrier. And you guys are the ones that decided when you went back out into the living room to your man, and your man said, yeah, I know you were on that Zoom call, but look, this is what we have to do. This is what we have to do as white people. When he had that conversation with you, you flipped the script and you kept it hush hush until you got into the booth. Because we know, we out here, we know what you did. Because the exit polls told us. Forget that the election was fraudulent. Forget that. It's the exit polls that are real. You didn't ask for this, did you? Nope. So what are you going to do? Now you do know that going and crying to the manager is not going to get it done. There's no manager here. There's no manager that you can. Who's the manager working here? I want to see your manager. There's none of that. And there's none of that writing letters to your peoples, to your Congress people. That's not going to happen. You can do it, but that's not going to happen. Oh, and walking around in the streets, yeah, and all that, we're not going to be, I'm not going to be there with you. I'm not going to be out there with you. Okay? Just want you to know that. But that's not going to help. And you guys, remember I told you guys about that thing called the Trojan Horse effect? You guys may not know. I know my people over here, I know they know. But y'all may not be familiar with that. So let me tell you how that works. And this is you probably thought, not even realizing that it was a Trojan Horse effect, but thought it's all good for you. Right? Yeah, we know that diaper pants is a useful idiot. We know that. But we got a surprise. And the surprise is J.D. Vance. But let me tell you about J.D. Vance. If you don't know about the Trojan Horse effect, yeah, okay. So now that all this is affecting you, and these youngsters out here have all your information, your social security number, your bank accounts. Now that they have all that, and they have the ability to stop the checks that are coming to you, we're going to go ahead and impeach diaper pants. That's a no-go. Go ahead. Try. You can impeach him. Okay. He's impeached. See, that was the Trojan Horse effect that I was referring to. And you thought that J.D. Vance would come in there and save the day. He'd be your king, your savior for the next 8 years. Right? Isn't that what you thought? Yeah. But guess what? That savior is friends, is tight, is hooked like this, twisted all up in a knot with two people. Yeah, two people. The third one, he's also just a useful idiot. But the two people I've been talking about forever. Do you know who they are? Let me tell you who they are. Kevin Roberts and Peter Thiel. Those two. The muskrat is just a useful idiot because he has access. Because Diaper Pants gave him access. And now that he's in, he's in. Leaving Maga. Where you going? Where you going? Yep. You fucked around and you found out. Mm-hmm. I've already told you, don't come near me. Don't come crying on my shoulder. If you recognize me out in public, please do not come over to me. You got what you asked for. So, to your folks that are not educated on your side over there, because I know I'm directly talking to those ones that did the Zoom call, but for the other ones, the ones that talked about the eggs, yep, those eggs are going to cost you $20 for a dozen. That's almost $1 an egg. Isn't that unheard of? Yep, but it's coming. All right, enough talking to y'all. Let's talk back over to my team. Look, team. It's going to be rough through here. It's going to be rough. I don't have answers. It is not my forte. The only thing that I will suggest, one more time, I don't have problem saying it over and over again. And you know I like props. So, can you see this? I'm gonna flash it real quick because I don't want anybody to take a screenshot of this. So I gotta cover up all the essential stuff, because you know how people are nowadays, all this AI and shit out here. Can you see that? Well, you can see that. That's my passport. Okay. Do y'all actually think that I was playing around about that way back when I said that the first time? Do y'all really think I was playing around? You think I was just saying that as just be saying it? No, I meant that shit. It's real now, isn't it? So if you don't, whether you can leave or not, whether that is your intention or not, whether this is what you, again, it's just a suggestion. Get your passport. Folks, when I mentioned this before, they jumped in my comments and said, yep, the lines are packed. Yep, get your passport. You know why I'm stressing this so much? And I said this in another video. There are some countries on the planet that do not let their citizens leave unless it's for work-related things. They can't get a passport unless it's work-related. There are a lot of countries like that because they want the money to stay in their country. And the ones that they allow to go abroad, out of the country to work, they know that work is going to funnel money, because those folks will be sending that money back to family members. That's why they allow them to leave. What I'm afraid of, I'm not afraid because I got mine, but they're not going to let you get your passport. They don't want you to leave. They need this country to be self-sustained. That's why I'm saying get your passport, whether you leave or not, just in case shit hits the fan. Shit hits the fan, you can go. And make sure you always have they call it a bug out bag, a go bag. Some people call it a go bag. Yeah, make sure you always have one. And make sure you know, like I have all my stuff is right here. I can just pick it. It's like in a basket with a cover on it. I can just, it's like a milk cart kind of thing. I can just pick that up and walk out. Make sure you have that on standby too. You should have that anyway. Make sure you know where this is. Make sure you know where your passport is, so you can bug on out of here. All right. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care of yourselves.